Hi folks, it's Martin from CapeWonderEurope.com. Surprise! Yeah. Hopefully you've seen this incredible find. I'm going to use the word incredible a lot in this video. I do anyway, I can't help myself, but on this particular occasion I think it merits that word. Can you believe after 40 plus years that something like this, I talk about finds, new finds all the time, but this is something else, and this is courtesy. I've got to say thank you to Mr. Philip Hawkins, Mr. Paul Fishman, who a name might be familiar to you, where this footage originated. This was kept in a dusty cabinet on a video cassette for over 40 years. This was intended for Paul to put his music cues onto. This was just a VHS copy for him to plot where his songs were going to go. More about that later. But in the meantime, can you? I still can't believe it. Anybody that knows me, anybody that knows about my association with Superman 4, about the ambassador for Superman 4 that I've become, I know it's not art, but I've just got this thing about the underdog film and the intention of what this film was supposed to be that I just can't escape, and I've stopped trying to escape it now, and I fully embraced it. And what better to celebrate it than the final missing piece of this big puzzle. There's other shots that we could really, I'd really like to see to complete it, but this was the big deal. This was the one. Isn't it amazing, folks? I can't tell you what this means to me. I'm going to try. I got a message from Phil, bless him, and he said, I've got something that you really want to see. And I hear this kind of thing a lot in my various websites. And I didn't believe him. And so when he gave me a very rough version of this, I was speechless. I have to say, completely speechless. And it took a number of months for me to go and secure the tape. Phil was, and quite rightly, cautious about posting it anywhere, in case we never saw it again. So I had to go and collect it from London. And I was tasked with the conversion from VHS to digital. That wasn't an easy task either, but determination saw me through, and here we are. So this is the bare bones version of it. This is exactly what came from the tape. There is another version that Aaron Price and I worked on. More about that in a second. But here it is. So here it is. Can you believe it? Incredible. And now we know that Warner's probably do, in all likelihood, have this clip finished, because you'll notice that towards the end, where the girl takes Nuclear Man 1 outside, they've had to cut out a single shot of Clark's reaction to her scream, and that scene appeared on the DVD. So they must have had this to cut out in order to get that scene as we have, which is really fascinating, isn't it? So hopefully this becoming public will spur on to something that, well, who knows? And there we have the shot that must have been excised before we get back to the sequence that leads directly into the fight between Nuclear Man 1. And there it is. That we've already seen on the DVD. Here we are outside of the Metro Club, the set that they built. They bolted the frontage onto the side of the backlot of Elstree Studios. We cut to the interior of the Hippodrome nightclub in London, owned by Peter Stringfellow at the time. And this sequence was shot on the 24th of November, 1986, over a few nights. And all the extras, everybody was there. And you'll notice in the work print that the music that they used was from two artists that were very popular at the time. Colonel Abrams, his song Trapped, plays throughout the dance sequence. He was signed to MCA Records at the time. So I have a theory that the reason that we didn't see this footage first time round was that the music rights for both this music, even though a snippet of it appeared in the deleted scenes, and for what we have now, which is the track by Sade called Your Love Is King. And she was signed to Epic Records at the time, nothing to do with Warner Brothers. And so I think that rather than have to go through the channel of getting rights or obtaining rights so they could publish this deleted scene, it was easier to delete the deleted scene, if you will. They didn't run with it. And so it languished. I believe they've still got it, but it's languished for all this time. Based on the script, I was really looking forward to this scene, the way that they levitate. And sure enough, they pan down, and then the rig lifts both Chris and Mariel off the floor. And I wondered how they were going to do that in the script. Here we are outside again. This is the set that cost £65,000, by the way. We have notes to say how much the bolt-on frontage with all that wonderful neon came from. That was a huge expenditure for the time. And this is the sequence where, to bind the picture together to make sense, where Nuclear Man sees Lacey for the first time and instantaneously falls in love. And so later on in the film, where Nuclear Man 2 is pursuing her relentlessly, then this makes a lot more sense. So here we go. The last of the shots to be filmed in Elstree. And again, this is just the Elstree backlot once more. Back to a shot inside the club in London. Clark runs down the alleyway and out to the back and straight onto the set in Elstree. Movie magic, folks, what can you say? So when it came to my collaboration with Aaron, of course, Aaron Price Productions, everybody should know what he's managed to contribute to this film, or the redoing of the effects for this film over the years. This was no exception. As soon as we got the footage, it was kind of imperative that Aaron worked his magic on it. And I was so grateful to be able to collaborate with Aaron on this. At every step of the way, over a number of months, Aaron and I sat and we went over and over and over all this footage to decide what we wanted to do. And the first priority, of course, was to get Paul's music back in there. All the tracks that should have been on this section of footage have now been replaced. There's an effect shot coming up here, which was unfinished. If you look where Clark runs the couple into the club, originally that's just Clark using his super breath, which is ridiculous now as it was then, but now with super speed streaks added, Aaron was determined to throw a few layers of effects in there, which you'll see in a moment, where Nuclear Man comes into the club, and we've got that wonderful lightning effect that's especially good for when the bouncers are banged together. You'll see that in a moment as well. And it was really kind of difficult when we're just messaging each other backwards and forwards, and Aaron would lay the track over or would lay some effects over. He would send it to me and I would go, yeah, that kind of works and that kind of doesn't. What we did really agree on early doors was that there's no shirt rip in Superman 4. That famous kind of iconic shirt rip that's in every other picture was missing for this one. And so we wanted to do something about that. Aaron did that live. He did it himself, and it looks wonderful. And it's given us an opportunity to throw something in there that otherwise we wouldn't have. That's kind of tied all of the picture together. So it's so wonderful. I mean, I must have watched this since I've had it, which has been a few months, and it's been so tough. Honestly, it's been so tough to keep this to myself. But until we had Paul's blessing, we couldn't do anything to put it out there. And now that we do, there we go with Aaron's effects, fantastic. But now that we have it and it's out and I can talk about it finally, it's so difficult to have kept that secret when I've been such a vocal supporter of Superman 4. I hope you like what you see, folks. Please leave a message if you want to talk about it some more. I'm just going to keep watching it over and over because I absolutely adore it. So my best to you. I hope this has been informative. Watch the clips, support the clips, petition Warner Brothers. Superman 4, there's that fantastic AI shot. Take care, folks. It's going to be it's the best thing to happen for me for as long as I can remember in terms of Superman 4. Let's keep it going, folks. Let's keep it going. Let's get it out there.